This was the moment Russian troops entered a hastily abandoned US military base in Manbij in the northeast of Syria. The video was shared on social media in Russia as a moment of victory. It was shot by embedded Russian war correspondent Oleg Blokhin on October 15 and titled "Manbij is ours." A week later, President Vladimir Putin stepped up as a peacemaker and signed a 10-point memorandum with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. That agreement put Russian and Syrian forces in control of border areas and pushed Kurdish fighters out.
As long as Putin can succeed and expand his influence and his role, he will continue to do that. And I have to say, I'm generally not a fan, certainly not a fan of domestic politics, but we have to give him his due. He has succeeded quite a lot, and I think he is given due even by those people who strongly dislike him globally.
But while Putin's success in Syria was discussed on Russia's state channels known for their pro-government coverage, it did not get the same coverage as the war in Ukraine or Russia's annexation of Crimea 5 years ago.
Recent polls suggest that most Russians are a lot less interested in Russia's foreign affairs compared to 5 years ago during the height of the conflict with Ukraine. They also indicate that the number of people who trust state television have nearly halved since then. So while Putin's success in the Middle East might not have much impact on his approval ratings at home, it could help him abroad.
But analysts warn to turn this win into a real victory in Syria, a lot more needs to happen.
What Russia needs at the moment, Russia needs exit strategy from Syria when it would translate military victory into some political gains. So far we have not seen that. That's why it is not fair to say that Russia has achieved all the goals in Syria. The game is not over.
With joint Russian and Turkish patrols now underway, it remains to be seen whether the two countries will be able to prevent further escalation in northeast Syria. But there's still no solution for the situation around Idlib, and peace depends on the fragile relationship between Turkey and Russia. Vaessen, Al Jazeera, Moscow.